There, a lot of positivity you're starting to see downtown. Let's throw it live to our Brody Carter for an update. Brody.
As the citywide cleanup effort continues this morning, come on inside here to Sundance Bar and Grill. I want to introduce you to the marketing director for this organization. Can I have your name one more time?
Chris.
Chris, thank you so much for giving us your time. It's my understanding that this building was left in ruin. Kind of walk us through the damage.
Yeah, obviously the outside glass pretty shattered, and there's glass when I arrived outside of the building. But then when you look here in the waiting area, you'll see that glass is pretty everywhere. And then inside, they did go inside as well, and we can kind of show you what's
Please, Chris, yeah, thank you very much for your time. We've just arrived on scene, making graces here with Chris. Holy cow, you can see glass just all over the floor. Chris, what else are we looking at?
Yeah, we haven't really assessed what has been taken, but it's just more of property damage. Yeah. And we're pretty devastated, obviously, seeing the amount of damage that has happened in the Grand Rapids area, and then thinking that it was just on the outside of the building, but then when entering the building, seeing that not only this area, but also back into the kitchen, they entered that area. Fruit everywhere. There's alcohol mix everywhere. So it's pretty devastating.
It's a mess. It's ransacked here. Chris, my heart breaks for you guys this morning as you start your cleanup. What time were you notified about the break-in, the rioting and the looting, and then what was your initial thought?
Well, our district manager, Shanna, she had started to see that last night, and then obviously just tracking that overnight, and then I received a phone call this morning and came down and just started to assess the damage. And obviously it is pretty damaging and devastating.
Yes.
But I think as we saw just a few minutes ago, we had some young kids that came by with brooms and shovels and trying to help and clean up, and said, hey, can we help you clean up the business? And so until we do an assessment, work with the GRPD, then we'll certainly accept the West Michigan community help, and we'll probably need that help too.
The damage is excessive. Have you put a number on the total damages that you've seen so far?
No, we'll let our ownership do that, and along with the insurance company and those officials.
So you're one of how many businesses off the top of your head who are going through the same thing this morning here in Grand Rapids?
I don't know the number, but I can just see when you step down into the downtown area and you see where burned out cars were and police cars and businesses where now we're putting up boards over the windows. That isn't what West Michigan and Grand Rapids should be like. That's not our area. We want to make sure that we come together as a community and support the protesters and the efforts. But when it comes to rioting and to devastation, and especially when you're hit with COVID-19, and then on top of this is just, it's sort of that punch in the stomach effect.
Yeah, definitely, because you closed down in March, is that correct? And coming back to work only to clean up this mess, It must be devastating.
Yeah, and we just started curbside service too, and so to make sure that some sort of profit was coming into the business. But when you look at it that way, we need that dine-in, we need those West Michigan guests to come in. But more importantly, we need to put our employees back to work. They need to really be bringing in an income, and that's what we're there for.
So has this damage and devastation from the rioting last night curtailed your curbside pickup?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, this would be a delay in trying to get back to 100%. But again, mentioning the people that had come down and those interacting on our Facebook saying, hey, whatever you need, help, that is what West Michigan is all about. And we'll get over this just like we will across the nation.
Most definitely. As I take a look out outside your broken windows, a lot of people walking around taking pictures of the building, obviously, because the damage is hard not to look at. It's everywhere here in the city of Grand Rapids. Chris, is there anything else most important that you want our viewers to know?
Just to understand that obviously, we haven't seen this in West Michigan like we did last night. We hope that there's understanding, that there's patience, that we can all come together for so many common good and the needs and those concerns that are out there, because we can't just brush them off. We can clean up. We can come back and be at 100%, but it's the bigger picture we need to focus on, and we'll certainly do that as a business for our employees and for those that have those concerns, that have those issues. I think that's that's something that as a business we have to understand as well.
Well, the cleanup effort begins, and folks, you heard it from Chris. Grab a shovel, grab a broom. You're more than welcome to come and help clean up your city.